Hello Queen, welcome back to my YouTube channel, darling. In case you're wondering, this is the much requested tutorial, okay? This is what you will look like at the end of this vlog, my darling. In this video, I teach you how to do an everyday makeup, whether you're going to church, conference, work event, whether you're just going out for brunch or with your male. Okay, now if it is the first time here, my name is Eyebrow. Thank you for joining me. Firstly, do the right thing and subscribe and join this family, because if you're meeting me for the first time, you know that you will want to be associated with me. Okay, and you know that you will want to be part of this channel. So let's help this family grow. Let's help this channel grow. Let's get the money. Help me get monetized. We're just about there. Do the right thing. Comment, subscribe, like. I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. But in essence, this is a step-by-step in no particular order, guys. But this is what you will look like in the end of this video, if you pay attention. This is also in vernac, so I'm being as raw and as real as possible. Okay, also do the right thing. I have classes, one-on-one tutorial classes, personal, where you sit down with me, of course at a certain price. I'll put the poster up here where you guys can actually book me for your one-on-ones. The price is all inclusive of the kit and my time. Most importantly, my time and my talent to teach you. So please do the right thing, book your appointments as well, and let's get slaying these holidays. Enjoy the video.
God started revealing this revelation. I had to upgrade the title. It's going to be trading faith. It's going to take you trading where you put your faith. And what we have to do, which is a very scary thing for people, trade it for the presence of what God wants to do in our life.
The things I am seeing out here, they are not making me happy, especially when you know that you're subscribed onto my channel. Why makeup in Jena? Oh, we're not having that this December, so I'm literally just doing a basic look. I'm going to quickly run you through the steps of each year, but I know that you guys would have possibly like to get a fully detailed one, rather to get a fully detailed video of the eyebrow tutorial. Please go onto my TikTok, my Facebook account, or even my Instagram account. It's under Zizlim, and you will find it there. So basically, comb them out, make sure that they are shaped. If you need to use a tweezer or whatever to pluck your eyebrows out, do that on, and then you just go in with your brown eyebrow pencil. Now again, guys, you are trying to maintain a natural shape. The whole point of your eyebrows, eyebrow shaping or whatever, is for it to look natural. You can't be doing something that doesn't look natural. Or ishialako, by all means, please try and make it very, very natural as possible. Again, I will repeat that I'm just going fast, quick, in a hurry on this one, because there is a fully detailed tutorial of eyebrow that you can find on my TikTok and on my Facebook account, as well as my Instagram account. But as you can see, I'm going in kahle with the shape of my eyebrow. If you do not have eyebrows, guys, it's okay to create a shape, but please, no eyebrow stays here. Go within the frame of your eye, the frame of your forehead as well. The whole point is, what I've noticed is that if your eyebrows don't look natural, they look weird, and then we are two-sided in, and then you will frustrate the hell out of me when I see you like that. Then you just blend that in with a brush. I don't know where my brush is, my eyebrow brush. The eyebrow brush that I use is the same brush that I use for my wigs. So again, please do not mind my hairpiece. My lace, it is what it is at this point. I'm doing this because it has been highly requested, and in Yabon I'm turning out to be a person who does not keep their word. So this is a concealer. A concealer has to be lighter, okay? It has to be lighter than your normal shade, but also try not to go too light. And then you use an eyebrow pencil that looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a shape, Islantile. Then you just go in with that, and you define your eyebrow shape. You clean it up as well, right? The reason why I suggested this kind of eyebrow pencil is because it just makes your job a whole lot easier. As you can see, it's already simple. So if you're gonna look for eyebrow pencil, look for eyebrow pencil engine. I think now with the concealer you can see it more defined. Okay, then you do the same thing this side. You define the shape of the eyebrow that you want. This is what I normally do on every Saturday when I go to church. So I'm gonna give you guys just a tip on how to achieve that look, because I've seen most people compliment me. So once it's like that, guys, I'm gonna be looking in my mirror as well, because I have my camera flipped on the other side. Okay, this should be done in at least 20-30 minutes. I'm pushing for 20 minutes because I know the storage on my phone is not up to its best right now. I've deleted even a few apps just for the purpose of this video. Then you clean that up, guys. Please do not leave that line. Do not leave that line. Gizon shy. Do not leave that line. Blend it out without making a mess. This is why when we were children, we were told to color inside the square, not make sure that you don't color outside the square. Okay, that's as basic as I can explain it, right? Then you do that, okay? You do that, and as you can see, it's blended out. I don't need to do anything more. And then fast, quick, in a hurry again, you take your foundation, Fazi. You take your foundation, Queen. Whatever foundation that you want to use, my darling, it's up to you. I go in with my, this is Essence. I'm not using the Catrice anymore. Also, please note that the foundation obviously will change. You might find that in winter, you have a different tone or shade, and then in summer you're a different shade of foundation. So clock it. You need to be able to see the difference. Once I've done that, as you can see, I'm not putting too much foundation. Please, do not do that. Do not be too much, okay? Listen, if you are from an international space and you're watching me and I'm using all these vernac terms, askisi mailala, but I think you get it. So remember, I haven't defined the eyebrow shape in on the top, right? But as you can see, it's that. Then what I like to do is quickly go in with my setting spray. This one is from Yardley. It is the makeup setting spray. I think it's it's prime, set, and refresh. Obviously, before you do all of that, guys, I forgot an important step. Before you do anything on your face, make sure that your face is moisturized. Make sure that you've prepped your face properly, because if you don't, your makeup is not going to sit. Please, that's why you will find yourself very cakey. Man, just so told you've got one blob or patch of your foundation anyway, because one area of your skin is dry and you haven't moisturized. Moisturize your face. Moisturize your face. Okay. Then again, with this setting spray, because it says prime, you can also use it as a primer and you just even it out. But Mina, I just use my normal skin routine and then I go in with everything. But I make sure that my skin is oily enough, not too oily, but it's just enough for that uguti makeup blender if I'm using a brush or a blender. Then you set that just to help make your foundation easier to spread all over your face. You take your brush. Now, different strokes for different folks, guys. Abanye abantu, they like using they like using a blender. I have my days and I don't know why. I literally have my days, but let's just stick to basics, because I know that most people might have makeup brushes. As you can see, I am patting on my face. I'm not doing this, because when you do this, you're removing the whole product on your face, and that's why you end up having a makeup that is uneven. It's pongo sako manje has got more foundation than your cheek area, all those things. Now for areas like the top of my forehead and the sides where I don't really necessarily want my makeup to reach something, my lace, if I've got a lace wig or whatever, I just try and use the side of my brush like that, if you guys can see that, just to make it more easier for me. Again, guys, because it's a daytime look, I'm not trying to do too much, okay? I'm not trying to do too much. I just use like a bit of foundation. As you can see, you might probably still see certain things, but yeah, Then what your blender does, you take your blender. This is what a blender looks like. Mine has got makeup already because I was using it just recently yesterday. So then you blend it out. When you blend it out, it's already making your makeup. It's removing the bristles, your brush bristles. You're about these yeah. Because sometimes you'll find that when you're using your brush, it's going to leave clumpy strokes or whatever, because a brush does not necessarily blend. This is why this thing is called a blender. Now you make sure that you blend everywhere, guys. You blend even where you were using concealer, above your eyes. Blend it. Make sure blending is key, okay? Blending is key. The reason why when Kishia looks the way it does is because you're not blending it. You are not blending your products properly. Yeah, but you leave this line very defined. So now we can see with as much as it's going to be different tones or shades or whatever, but we mustn't be able to see it much. You understand? You'll see what I'm talking about when I'm done here. Now we've blended that process, we've blended that out, as you can see. Make sure, please do not forget these areas. Do not forget these areas, because your makeup has to go all the way here. As for the length of you having two shades, now your makeup is just like it ends on your jawline. So this is what you do. Again, guys, I'm trying to achieve 20 minutes so that this can be as simple and as effective as and easy as it can be for you. Okay, then what you do is you go in with your concealer again. Remember, you take a lighter shade. You go in with your concealer. Lana, you conceal your under eyes. Why? Because as you can see the difference, my under eyes are dark, especially for umuntu who wears glasses. If you wear glasses, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what you do in that part. Now there's various ways other people do it differently. I still do this, guys. Okay, you highlight your forehead. It gives you that sun-kissed effect. Okay, in simple terms, it just gives you a sun-kissed effect. Then you go in, you take a brush. Please do not use a blender. You know why? Because you're gonna make it it's going to be difficult for you to blend it out, because please, also another important tip, use a liquid concealer. This is from Essence. I got it at Clicks Discount. You can find it anywhere. Use a liquid concealer because it's easier for you to move it around and to blend it in properly, unlike using a stick foundation. It's unfortunate that I wanted to show you guys an example, but a stick foundation would possibly look like your makeup. Like your lipstick. Okay, that is hard because it's not liquid, it's more matte, so it's going to be difficult for you to blend. Now what you do is you blend that part out, guys. You blend that. As you can see already, it's giving me a different and a lighter tone under my eyes. Okay, and it's giving me a bit of a lift. Now depending on you, how you want to, you can lift your face with the highlighter. Yeah, but like you can see the difference already here. I'm looking a bit different than here. So now I do that again, take it up because I want to give myself a lift. You blend from the outside inwards. Why? Because there's too much product in the front, and these areas, these corners are mostly areas that are usually darker. So you want to at least have more product there, as much as you won't really leave a lot of product there, but you'll see as we go along. Okay, then once you do that, you blend every area out that you've highlighted with your liquid light concealer. And again here. Now this creates an illusion of either a big forehead or a small forehead, depending on you. Okay, and here as well. And please allow me to add a bit of concealer here, because what I've noticed is that when we smile, we get a lot of smile lines, see that? Yeah, or dimple lines, whatever you want to call it. So what you generally want to do is also just add a bit here. Okay, also because it makes no sense to highlight here and then there's a dark area here again, and then you know what I mean. So you blend that out, you blend that out, you blend that out. Blend it, queen. Okay, and now for another important step. Remember, you do not do your makeup if you do not have a blender. Please, assembly, This is the part now where your blender comes in. Other people like to leave it with the brush, but I want to make the lines, the contrast between the foundation and the highlighter more real and more smooth. That's why you'll find some people, it's so obvious when they have highlighted Uguti. Oh, this is the area that they've highlighted, because they leave that harsh line. Okay, it's okay to leave it here because you're creating that facelift, right? But in these areas, you need to make it as smooth as possible. Blend it in with your makeup so that it looks natural, man. Makeup should make you look natural. And I think if you've ever been my client, you know that I always try to maintain your look. You will look beautiful, you will look like you've got makeup on, but I'm not trying to rearrange your whole face and play God and recreate you. I did not make the heavens and the earth, nor did I form you in your mother's womb and make you perfect. No, child, that ain't me. I'm just a human, and I can only enhance what you have, and I'm gonna do my best to make you look like a queen. Then you take your highlights again. Now you're contouring. Now it depends. It depends. Some people like to contour, some people don't like contouring. I'm not really a fan, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do it, and I'll tell you why I'm not a fan anymore. I used to contour my face just to make it more defined, but what I've realized is that because I've already got foundation in the rest of my face, there's really no need for me to contour because I've got in with my highlighter. So then the foundation adds like that contour, because already my highlighter has given me a fit, like a facelift. So I will leave that. But if you are to contour, these are the areas that you contour. These are the areas that you contour. Should I not? Let me do it for the purpose of this video, okay? Then again, guys, just little kancane, liquid as well, kancane. This again will help you create that illusion. This is a bit dark for me, so it's not necessarily my shade, but it was the only highlighter that I had at this time. So allow me to just use that. And then what you will do is, again, I usually go in with a brush because it just makes the transition easier. You blend it upwards. You blend it upwards first and then downwards to give it to give it a proper fade effect. Now you do not contour, guys, like here, because when you do this, you're just making your face very basic, yabo. But if you're trying to give yourself a facelift and you're trying to look like, you know, yes, like a magazine girl, this is what you do. You contour on these areas, making your makeup, you see, exactly. Then you take it up with the foundation that you have now. If it gets dry, please resort to using your setting spray again, or water. Dampen up your brush or your beauty blender, rather dampen your beauty blender. Again, as you can see, that's a more smoother effect that I've created. Again, blend upwards, and then with the excess, take it down. My weave is in the way. I hope in your njalo, guys. I hope in your Angifuni kumuntu say you didn't do this. Hi. It's very simple. It is very, very simple. We've literally just used two products right now. We've just used concealers and our foundation. That's all we've used. Oh, okay. And then the eyebrow pencil. Now as you can see, it's making this area a bit more, you know, it's giving it a bit more of a defined shape, right? So again, you can't just leave that there like that, because why? There's harsh lines, as you can see. Child, this weave is in my way. So you will again go in with your beauty blender, and again, your beauty blender makes sense. The very same one that you've been using all over your face, it makes sense because why? It's got a lighter shade, so it will make your contour look a whole lot more natural. Can you see that? Exactly. Again, on this side, as you can see, exactly. Now that's exactly what you do. Now, as you can see, my face has gotten a bit of a more structure. If you want to do your nose, you can do your nose. I'm going to leave my nose like this. If you do your nose, you just do on the outside, okay? I'm going to leave my nose. Then you go in with your loose powder. You can use a banana powder. You can use a translucent powder, whatever powder you have. If you don't have banana powder, guys, it's not a big train smash. Please, you're not a makeup artist. You're just someone who loves to do your face. So it's okay. We're not trying to make your life complicated here. Now, banana powder looks like this. Hence, I'm just pouring it into its lid. You go in with your sponge again. This one makes more sense, but abanye they use a beauty blender, but I would rather you do this. You dab that on there, but now because there's too much product on that, and that's not what we want, because if you put that kind of product onto your face, you're gonna cake up, and by cake up I mean your makeup is gonna look like it's cracking. So you simply just dab the excess there, right? Leave enough product on your sponge, and then you go in on the corner of your eye outwards. Okay, if you want to bake it, you can bake. By baking, it means that you leave it on there for as long as you want, at least maybe 2 minutes or whatever. It's up to you, but I am not. That's why I am tapping it in. Again, remember, we're trying to achieve an everyday makeup look, something that you can just quickly do, quick in a hurry. And if you're gonna bake, you might take longer. Do you understand? Yes, queen. Now, we go in again. Same process. Same process. You go in along the lines of your highlighter, where you had highlighted. Now, I'm just going to use the excess of that part over here. Again. And over here. And down here. What you're doing is you're locking in that highlight that you had done. Okay, now with the excess bit of your powder, because obviously you can see there's still powder, I'm going to blend it out with a soft bristle brush, fluffy like that. Blend it out, as you can see, from the outside inwards. Okay, same thing this side. I'm just going to also just blend it onto my eyelid, just to remove the creases that are there, right? That's exactly what I do. Over here, over here, over here, and over here. Now you go back onto your eyebrows. I've seen some people actually touch up here. You can decide if maybe you've lost the shape of your eyebrow. You can touch up. I'm touching up now with a bit of brown, because I can see on my side that my eyebrows have gotten a bit, they faded a bit, because why? Of the powders and the product that have obviously like landed on it. Now I've left my eyebrow like that, but with the bit of excess that I have left on my concealer brush, I'm just gonna clean up the shape that I want for my eyebrows. Again, can you see what I'm doing? My brush does not have much product. My concealer brush does not have much product, so it's not going to create another line. Because why? You do this part with concealer and it gets shy. So this is exactly what you do. Clean it up at the top, just to define the shape that you want at the top. Okay, right. And once that's done, please make sure that you have a clean brush accessible or available to you. You just blend in everything in J, just for the vibes. Okay, right. Now I am going to go in with my pressed powder cream. This is what you can also get. I got this at Value Co. You can get it anywhere, any kind of pressed powder palettes. Then I go in again with a soft bristle brush once more. This looks like this because I've also been using it. So what I do now with this is I use it to define what I've done on my face. Okay, so I'm going to use the same brush that I was using for my highlighter, just to lift my face up a bit. So I'm going to go in with the lighter pressed powder, and I'm just going to make myself more natural on the eye, and just to give it a warmer look. Okay, just to give it a warmer look. Okay, that's that. And then again, I usually go in for a darker shade. Now this is what I do. Same thing, as you can see, right? Can you see that? And again, I'm taking it all the way up. I'm going along the lines of my concealer. Going all the way up there, all the way up there, and stretching it outwards. Right. Same thing on the other side, where I had placed my concealer to contour. I go in and I do the same thing just to lock that product in and to cement it properly onto my face. Right, as you can see, my face is more defined now, guys. And you make sure that you like blend it out properly, okay? Very, very simple like that. I normally just leave my face like this. Kushushu apa, guys, yo. Oh, sana. Kushushu apa. Okay, we'll go back to that. And then what I generally do get after that is I go in with my blush. I don't know why my nose is itching. Sorry, guys. I think it's just the product. I go in with my foundation. This I got from Signature Cosmetics. There's so many places, guys, where you can get these products, okay? Now I just cannot find my... Oh, there it is, right in front of me, okay? And then I just bronzen that out with my blush. Blush, 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 blush. Try to take your blush up a bit. Just a bit into the corner of your eye. Okay? Just a bit into the corner of your eye. Can you see what's happening there? I hope this is properly defined. Yo, sana. I hope you guys can see this. Now my tripod lights has just gone dark on me. Switched off for whatever reason. So... And then to give your face a warmer look, a more natural look, because nobody has it color, you just put a bit of blush there. And there you have it. Next step would be your eyeliner, eyelashes. If you want to do, should we do eyelashes? I don't know. I'm not sure. For the purpose of this video, how often, if we're going to be realistic, do we wear lashes when you go to work? No, we do not. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to keep it simple, okay? Liquid liner. Going in there on the top of my eye to give myself a bit of a cat eye effect. Just a little, nyana. This is the hardest thing for me. I don't lie to you, Geshem. This does not come easy. Okay, same thing on this side. If you're noticing, I'm starting from the middle outwards, and then I'm going forward towards my inner eye. Like I said, this is the hardest part of me doing my makeup. Eyeliner. In case something is weird or off, take your concealer brush and just clean it up. Give your eye, your wing thingy, your wing liner a bit more definition. Clean it up with your concealer, eyeliner, and voila. Now I go in with my pencil now on the lowest eyelid of mine. Yo, sana. High risk, but make sure that it's not too sharp, right? And voila. Now you go in with your mascara. Please guys, make sure that once you get your foundation base right, the rest is simple. Because man, the length of looking and make sure that you have powder, guys. Powder is very, very essential. Powder is very, very, very essential. And Alright, queen, we are just about done. I'm gonna make this video as raw as possible. I'm not gonna edit anything unless if I've been repeating the same thing over and over. But as you can see, that's just how basic and simple and gorgeous you can look. Of course, now the important part, lip lining, okay? Brown lip liner, please, brown. Unless if you like a very, very dark skin tone, you can use black. But Nakona, don't be too harsh, okay? Remember, we're going for the daytime effect. So, as realistic as possible. It's not like you need eyeliner for your lips and an eyeliner for the lip liner. Let's be real, we all use eyeliner for everything, everywhere on our face, okay? So, let's not be bougie with it. Let's keep it real. And also, in the absence of a concealer, just another tip, the absence of a concealer, you can use foundation. If you have lighter shade of foundation, you can use that. Now you blend that out. Oh my gosh, now I need lipstick. Where is lipstick, Sana? I knew this was gonna be a problem. I knew this was gonna be a problem. I went for the closest lipstick I can find. So it'll be up to you again, but because it's daytime, guys, try and play it very light today. Don't go, if you're going to a wedding or whatever, you can go for your reds, for your very bold colors. But I'm going in with a light lipstick. This is from Huda Beauty. I got it a while back. I can't even remember. And then, yeah, you simply just go in. Remember, we've blended that out, okay? And that's essentially all I do. Mwah, mwah, mwah. In Zulu we say momata. Then you just clean that out with a tissue, of course. And then yeah, what the lip liner does essentially is it just blends everything out. If you feel like maybe you want to go in again with your eyebrow pencil just to line your lips, you're more than welcome to do that. Just to give it a more ombre effect. Can you see that? Can you see that? This is now you stepping in to, I don't know, AMC Music Convention, stepping into a Sia Huba event, stepping into a women's ministries event or a church conference, Yabafazi, stepping into your girls' brunch, stepping into whatever it is. Guys, asidlali this December, asidlali. I'm also doing one-on-ones. So please, if you feel like you need to be on a one-on-one makeup tutorial with me, please contact me from my socials, and I'm all ready to go. Whenever I get my scat, just pay the money. Just pay the money and I'll get everything sorted. I'll get you a kit and I'll get you everything that you need to have in order to achieve this beautiful face, including that palette if you want it, or any palette that's similar to that. Now the last and the final step, there's two kinds of setting sprays. I like the matte spray if it's a hot summer's day, because you're going into summer, guys. Please stick to this, okay? But for a more glossy effect, you can also use this. I go in with both. This one just to lock the matteness and booty makeup last longer. And trust me, this is the girl she thinks she is. Please spray it like you're taking a shower, alright? But just make sure that it's a bit like it's far from you, from your face, otherwise you'll start quimmering, okay? And then you fan it down with either a fan if you have sanalam or any paper. We are being real, not everybody has a fan, so it's up to you, my scut. It's up to you. You fan it down, you fan yourself down, and essentially you're basically done. Now you can decide again whether you want to leave your lips matte like this, or you can add gloss. If you add gloss, that's also up to you, but if you're going to leave it matte, this is the outcome of it. Okay. Love it. And the same sana. Yo, and the same sabaweli uget out. Saba well uget out. And the nice thing about having a liquid liner and what you call it, mascara, is that, guys, makeup. I don't know why I'm speaking Xhosa, honestly. Like, angas, like, please call my mom, call my dad. Well, rest in peace, but call my mom. Tell her, I think it's post wearing that Xhosa regalia. I'm starting to find myself slipping into Xhosa language. But anyway, and then you just fix yourself up, doll. And that is you, my lovey. That is you, queen. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, comment down below. Tell me what you need more tutorials on or whatever. Book me for your one-on-one tutorial. Okay, I hope you guys found this very realistic and effective. And whatever, guys, whatever you don't have, make do with what you can. But two important products: foundation, concealer, eyebrow pencil, mascara, eyeliner, powder. Okay, even if you don't have the different shades of powder to contour, to lock your bronzer, they call it a bronzing powder. Even if you don't have that, Sana, it's okay. Bamba what you can, do what you can. But the whole point of this is for you to look as blended as possible. In makeup yakhe ingabi harsh. Bonakaleke manje uthi okay, la kuqala white, la kuqala pink, la. No, you have to blend things out. You have to blend. This is why I always say, even at the end of it all, make sure that you have a clean brush that has nothing on it, that has no product, that you can just use to, to even out those harsh lines, to blend out your products. Because when you're all done, makeup should look very real. Okay, it should still make you look like you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, if you want to add gloss on it, do you, my darling. I just generally like to leave it like this, unless if I'm going completely with a nude color like a brown, then I'll put on some lip gloss. But again, next time we'll go in and we'll do the lashes, the sticky lashes. I got these from Shein, obviously using glue, eyelash glue that I use for my cluster lashes. But again, once that is all said and done, we will do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye now.